What's up, guys? So today I just wanted to share a YABO. The box on this package said YABO. I took everything out and placed it on the table here nice and neat so we can go over what's in here. Some very cool stuff. Obviously, you guys see the pop rocks in the background, which definitely makes the package extra special, I have to admit. I gave my niece some pop rocks. She had it when she was younger, but she didn't remember. And she's 10 now, and she loved them. Because who wouldn't? Pop rocks are pretty awesome. If you never had them, you got to go find them and try them. So anyway, so the note here says a safer camera. So it's from Alan. It says, sorry for the bad handwriting, Jeff. Hello, Jeff and Christina. I really appreciate the opportunity to trade. I've been wanting to send you a package for years now. I've been a fan of your channel for over a decade. The first video I watched was on the subject of EDC and have been obsessed since then. In the package is included the items for trade, but also some extra goodies. So the first thing here says 2 Portuguese arrowheads I found in Portugal for Christina to decide to keep both or not. A Boker egg knife, titanium tweezers, Casio watch I wanted to trade before, but you can just have it. Some pop rocks, because why not, right? I love that. A buck bantam from my dad's union. An 8-pack of friction pens, excuse me. So I did a video on the friction pens that are erasable, which I absolutely love. So he sent me a pack of them, which is very cool. The new version. I saw you like them, so here's a few more. And I think that's it. So this was really nice. This has a bunch of extra stuff. The trade really was for some constitutional silver, which is on the bottom. I was interested in silver. As you guys know, I'm constantly interested in silver. And he wanted a halfway decent knife, so we worked out this trade. So I have to say, some of the extras really are awesome. I love it. So first off, the buck knife, all right, classic buck. This one he said is from his father's union. I'm gonna have to look it up. I've never seen this before, but it's pretty cool. I like that quite a bit. The watch he was mentioning is a Casio watch, which seems like it needs battery. It's not working right now, but I'm sure you can just pop the back off, throw a battery in here. All right, like classic Casio watches. All right, so that'll definitely get some use. We have some random coins here. A couple nickels that are older, but they're not really worth anything. They don't have any silver content, but they're not like key dates or anything either. Some foreign coins from like Japan and England, Canada, India, which is super cool. I do have like my world, coins, which some of them don't really have much value. I just think they're really cool. It's really neat for me to hold, a nickel or a penny or a quarter, from halfway around the world, from 20 or 30 years ago. I think that's fascinating. It's pretty neat. Also, he sent me a flattened coin. Looks like, because I love these things. If you ever seen the penny machines, I'm obsessed with those. So if I go on vacation or something, or if I go somewhere and there's one of those machines, I have to throw a penny in, of course, 50 cents, whatever it costs the machine, and get a penny squished. I actually have a little album with some pennies and stuff in there. But this looks like it was from Mexico, and the reason I'm saying that is because there's actually a Mexican coin here on the table as well. This is, I think, 10 cents. But they use these bimetal coins, so there's actually 2 different types of metal in there. So it looks like a brass rim and probably like a nickel or something for the inside. That's what it looks like was squished here. It kind of looks like a little egg. But this one says Virgin de Guadalupe, and it's very, very cool. I really like that a lot, but I'm assuming that there was a Mexican coin that was used to squish this. So I think this is really neat. I love stuff like this. We never know what people are going to like, but that's really neat to me. And again, it would be a similar coin to this. So yeah, also something I really actually enjoyed finding. I thought this was pretty neat as well, although most people would probably not care at all. But this is a token. It says 1968 to 1978. You can see there's a burger on there. So flip it over, and it says 1 Big Mac, minted in USA. All right, it's the 50th anniversary for McDonald's, obviously, that sells the Big Mac. Thought that was pretty cool. So let me see. I didn't really look at this like in detail. It says valid through something. I guess is in some different languages here, maybe. But this might have been good for a Big Mac to trade in, but it's just kind of a cool token. If you guys saw, one of my older videos, not super old, but when I was talking about Coin Guy and Spectacular and stuff, I really did kind of get into the hard time tokens. I'm starting to collect those. I like just looking on eBay. Just, cheap ones, not a hardcore collector. I'm not spending more than like maybe 20 bucks on a single token, but I think those are super neat. So I kind of like tokens, and I have a small collection. So although this is not as collectible, you know, per se as a hard time token or something, but who knows? Maybe these are even more collectible. I don't know the market for McDonald's tokens, but I just thought it was pretty neat. I thought that was cool. So that's definitely going to stick with me for a long time. These are the tweezers you're talking about. Very handy. Nice pair of titanium tweezers. You never know when you're going to need a good pair of tweezers. You get a little splinter or something, or a little tick on you. Here's the arrowheads. Unfortunately, one broke. Because when I opened this up, he said 2, and I thought, oh, well, there's 3 in here. But it's actually looks like the obsidian one broke in transit, which is very sad, but maybe I can put a little dab of hot glue or something on it. So it looks like that was the one right there, okay? And then here's the other one, which I'm not sure the type of stone or rock, but he said this is from Portugal. But super cool. I really do like the coloration on there. But yeah, it's very neat. Do appreciate that a great deal. So hopefully I could fix the one. Like I said, just kind of glue it together. Also, a buffalo round. This is a 1 troy ounce buffalo. All right, so this is not a coin, it's a round. It's just an art bar, essentially. It just happens to be round instead of a bar shape. But these are super common, the buffaloes. My wife actually has a little buffalo. It's something that she likes. She liked the design. She likes, you know, the different types of nickels and stuff, too. But then also, there's a 1 gram piece here, which is pretty neat. Obviously, 1 gram of silver is very small, but I do like the artwork on it. It says, "Don't tread on me," and there's a cool picture of a little revolver, and it says Second Amendment on the bottom. All right, so that's very neat. And on the back, 1 gram, 999, pure silver. So pretty cool. Those little gram pieces are just fun to collect. What else do we have here? All right, so actually before we get into the coins, I want to talk about the knife and the pens. The pens I really appreciated. He hooked it up. He gave me a whole big pack, all different colors in here. And these ones are neat because these have like aluminum bodies. It looks like anyway. But yeah, it's definitely the newer version of it. All right, so a bunch of different colors, and of course it's an erasable pen. In fact, let's give it a little shot here. Let's sign my name. Yeah, so the color, I didn't really sign my name fully there, but the color does match the body of the pen, and they erase great. Very cool. Now, someone, no, actually a couple people might have mentioned it on here, but when you write with, you know, these erasable pens, it's heat sensitive. So if you take a flame to it, it will disappear. I don't know if I did that on a video or not. I don't think it's going to disappear if you put it in a really hot car or something. Someone had mentioned that. You know, don't write anything important down because it will just disappear on you. Now, of course, depending on how hard you're pressing on the piece of paper, even if the ink disappears, obviously you can have an indentation, so you can still kind of read what's there. But that was just an interesting, you know, aside. Yeah, totally hooked up with the pens, which I really appreciate. Cool little pen case too. And then the egg knife. So I already put the neck lanyard on here because I actually want to carry this guy around the neck. I thought this is pretty neat. I don't know if I've seen this before. I definitely don't have one. But this is from Boker. It's called the egg knife because, yeah, it looks like an egg. But essentially we have a magnetic piece on either side. So this swings open. All right. And there is our blade, little D2 blade. So there's enough blade there to take care of business, a lot of different business, believe it or not. I did notice that the one little piece of magnet, I don't know if it's on the bottom or the top, but one of them is kind of falling out a little bit. Just need a little dab of some super glue or something. But I'm definitely going to carry that for a little bit. It's very inconspicuous. You would not in a million years think that is a knife. So for all the guys and girls out there that want to carry a neck knife, but you don't want to draw any attention, that's the one to carry because no one's going to know. Who's going to know? They're not going to know. You ever see that? I don't know if that's, like, I watch a lot of crap on Instagram, but I think half that crap is really from TikTok. I don't use TikTok. I don't have a TikTok app. I never went to TikTok, but it's all TikTok stuff, right? What's the difference? Which, P.S., hate to break the news to all the people who love TikTok, it's really just Vine Part 2, isn't it? Who remember Vines? Vines were short little funny videos, and for some reason it disappeared. Maybe the guy sold the company who owned it, who knows? But yeah, that's all it is. Nothing new. So, on to the Constitutional. So we have here one, he sent 3 nickels. The 2 nickels are older, like 40s. I think one's 1964, which doesn't really mean anything. The other one I think is a 40, let's see. This one is the 64. This other one here is a 1940. But the war nickel, as I mentioned in a previous video, this one happens to be a 43. It's 1942 to 1945, but they have to have the large mint mark above the Monticello. So this has an S above the Monticello, so this does have 35% silver. So there's actually a very small market. I love all Constitution, I love all 90% junk. This is not part of 90% junk because it's not 90%, it's 35%. And in fact, if you talk to like local coin dealers and stuff, a lot of times they don't even bother with this. If you have war nickels, you need hundreds of them, if not thousands, because they usually get sent off as bulk silver. It's just by silver weight. That's all it is. It's not really super collectible, per se. But there's people who collect everything. So there's someone out there who loves war nickels. I'm just saying it might be a little bit harder to sell. It's definitely not as liquid as a lot of other things. A lot of other ways to buy precious metals. So it's low on the pecking list as far as what people like to stack. But some constitutional quarters here. All right. One of them looks like this is a 41. And I'm pretty sure this is a proof. All right. So just in comparison here, you can see how shiny it is. It definitely looks polished. So I do believe that is a proof 61. So it's probably like in one of those sets where you get the nice proof sets from all the different years. Someone probably popped it out at some point, and here it is, loose with the other Constitutional, but 90% silver. So it's 4 Washington quarters. 4 Roosevelt dimes. These are all 64 or older, so they're 90% silver. 2 Mercury dimes, also 90% silver, and 1 Barber dime, which is of course 90% silver. So a couple bucks in silver, but really it's just about the Constitutional. I try to stack it any way possible. And when I was talking to Alan, that's what I was interested in. I really was interested in the silver, and he's like, "Well, I got these kind of random coins here," and we worked out a deal, based on their value. And of course, the 1 ounce piece. Originally, he had an Aztec. But one of my orders for the 10th ounce gold piece that I shared with you guys to talk about new dealers and stuff, I showed a 10th ounce Aztec silver round, and he had a 1 ounce, but at the last second he kind of changed his mind and offered a Buffalo, and it's totally fine. So that's it. Just wanted to share this because it was a YABO, and if you don't know, YABO stands for yet another box opening. It's basically like an unboxing. Only YABO is really used heavily in the pipe and cigar community, and I loved it. I thought it was just kind of cool because it was different, so that's why I always say YABO instead of unboxing. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So thanks for watching, guys. Let me know down in the comment section if you stack silver. If you do stack silver, what kind of silver do you like? I'm all over the place. I like so much of it, and that's what's kind of cool. I was having a conversation earlier today about silver with someone. And there really is so many different directions you can go, depending on what excites you, what's new, and if something gets boring, you switch over to something else. But at the end of the day, what hobby is better than just collecting money? That's all it is. Silver, gold, platinum, palladium. If you're into it, you're just into saving money. It's just one of those things. If you have cash sitting in a bank somewhere, first of all, in the bank, it's not doing you any favors, in a savings account or something. All you're doing is making money for the bank. They're making interest on your money. They're offering you 0 interest, really. It's laughable, the interest rate, because it's nowhere near the inflation rate. But let's say, inflation right now is between 7 and 10%. It's probably more like 10%. But let's just say it's 7. So if you have $100 sitting in a bank account for a full year, that buying power is no longer $100. After a year, your $100 is really worth $93 or less. And the next year it's worth less and less and less. So having cash in a bank account is just not a good idea. There's a million different ways you can turn that money, into a small investment that's, almost completely risk-free. There's many, many ways to, to invest, and I don't really see silver and gold and stuff as an investment so much as it is a different way to save money. That's all it is. But it is more consistent than, of course, the US dollar. So anyway, I'm not here to preach about what you should do with your money. If you like having a bunch of money in the bank and that makes you feel good at night, then keep on doing you. I'm not here to change your mind. I'm just telling you how I feel about it. And I'm not alone. A couple other people agree with me. So that's all for now. Thank you so much, Alan. I appreciate it. I'm going to get your knife out in the mail ASAP. And that's it for this video. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. Let me know if you eat Pop Rocks on the regular. I'm curious about that. I eat Pop Rocks probably once every 5 years or so. Maybe that's what it averages out to. I do like them. They're not good for you, but it is certainly experience. So if you want to live life on the edge, get a bag of Pop Rocks for yourself. It's worth it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with a brand new video. Take care.